This is where he's escaping from.
He scales that?
Yeah.
How?
Chris has received a plea for help from the
There
baffled
was something
Stefan.
there and he somehow scaled up the drain pipe.
His dog Splodge is constantly escaping.
One of my neighbours gave me a call at work and said, "Stefan, are you at home?" I said, "No, I'm at work." "Why?" And he goes, "Your dog is on my roof."
On your roof? My first impression of Splodge is he's tiny. How does he get up on roofs? Is this for real?
The only theory we have, and it sounds crazy, is that he uses the vine.
Well, what's this here?
Looks to me like that's where Splodge has actually scratched at the bark.
Stefan's never been able to catch his dog in the act, but Splodge is quite happy to show off his acrobatic climbing abilities in the garden shed.
Right now, there's a fair bit on Splodge's rap sheet. He scratches, he chews, he poos in the house.
That was it. One day was just once too much. As long as there's someone home, he is the most extremely well-behaved, adorable dog you can imagine.
Aside from the mystery of how he gets out, I've got serious concerns about his safety.
Well, he could live up to his name. Splodge could go Splodge.
The little Houdini has already had a near-death experience.
He ran out onto the road and he got hit by a car. And, he broke his leg, and that was very traumatic for him, for us, for everyone.
I think it's time for some secret Splodge surveillance. This behaviour has to stop.
Hello, hi.
Andrew and his daughter Amelia have just rushed to the Bondi Referral Hospital SASH.
I might pop her on the floor, actually, because then I can see if she can stand.
Their much-loved 4-year-old Labrador Chino is suddenly experiencing uncontrollable seizures.
There you are, Chino. Chino's been swimming at the beach about 2 hours ago, and then she suddenly started tremoring in her face and all over her body. It's most likely something she's eaten.
She's playful, very energetic and awesome with the family, but not well today. She's a beautiful dog, yeah. You like Chino?
She's been exposed to some sort of toxin. I don't know what it is, and I really need to try and work out what's going on here. Lie down. Come on. That's okay.
As Chino's family waits for news, the poison attacks her system again.
It's okay.
Okay, this is the plan. I'm going to put multiple cameras around the backyard. They're going to capture his every move. If he leaves the backyard, we're going to know about it.
Chris is trying to find out how Splodge is managing to escape from home.
We'll see just how smart you are.
I just cannot wait to find out how he's doing this. I just can't see how it's possible.
I think you're in a bit of trouble, Splodge.
Stay.
We go.
All right.
Never thought I'd say this, Splodge. Don't behave. Look after yourself. So we'll sneak around the front,
Right.
and we'll watch the monitors from in there, okay? Oh, it's on. It's on. You're kidding. So he's holding himself up with the vine, like almost as a safety strap. My God!
No way.
He's incredible. How is he doing that? God.
Chris and Stefan are finally watching just how the amazing Splodge manages to scale a brick wall.
He's incredible. Just go straight up the bricks. I didn't think he'd do it. And then he just climbs the bricks vertically. And then does a big chin up onto the top.
I wouldn't have believed it.
It's like it was the easiest thing in the world.
Strangely, the escape artist isn't making an immediate exit. He stays perched on the brick wall for more than 5 minutes.
You'd think after all that effort he'd scurry off into the sunset, but he just hangs out.
Yeah, it's like he's happy there.
Yeah. So who lives there?
Stephanie and James, the immediate neighbours. And then that's further...
I reckon I know who this might be.
Yeah. Steffi.
Yeah, hi. Are you at work or at home?
No, I'm actually at home.
Oh, okay, good. Well, he's on the roof. So do you want me to bring him home or what do you want me to do?
Is it too much trouble to bring him home? Can you get him down?
Yeah, I can get him down.
Yeah. You little rascal. Cleve.
We were just watching you, Splodge.
He will visit anybody. The thing is, at first you think he likes you, and then you realise it's got nothing to do with that. It's just that you're another living, breathing creature. So you'll do. So I think he's really cool, actually.
Mate, I reckon we've got to make this time the last time.
Ah, you hear that? Last time. That would be fantastic, Chris. I tell you, if you can do that, that would actually set my mind at ease a lot.
Now it's a waiting game for Stefan and Splodge to find out just what solution Chris will come up with.
Come on, puppy. In we go.
At Sash, Chino's tremors are getting worse.
The toxin is just raging through her system. We really need to stabilise her before she actually gets any worse. I'm going to make you feel a little bit sick now. I've just given Chino an injection of a drug called apomorphine, which is a drug that makes them vomit quite quickly, and I'm hoping that she's going to bring up something that's in her stomach that can give us some clue as to what's going on. So we just have to now wait for her to vomit. Okay, so there are some seeds.
Lisa needs to quickly identify these seeds before Chino's condition becomes critical.
I am concerned that she's eaten a plant called yesterday, today and tomorrow.
This plant, which is also known as Brunfelsia, is highly toxic to dogs.
I am concerned that those might be the seeds. Hi Andrew, it's Lisa calling. What I want to know is there a plant in the area where she has been this morning? It's got purple and white little flowers all over it. Ah, okay.
Andrew has confirmed that Brunfelsia is growing in his garden. Chino now needs treatment urgently.
It is extremely toxic plant. It affects the brain and she's absolutely not out of the danger zone yet.
Come straight through in here.
Later that night, Chris is called to the clinic for an emergency.
Hey, matey.
8-week-old Samson is lapsing in and out of consciousness and is just hanging on.
Really scary, his eyes sort of rolled a little bit, and
Okay.
and when we shook him, he just
Definitely wasn't normal. Definitely wasn't like just normal thing.
Has there been scratching a lot with the flea?
Loads. Yeah.
Has he been wormed?
Well, the guy, when I spoke to him, he advertised saying 8 weeks, and we went to see him, and he was just standing at the front of his house with this cage, and we were like, okay, this is a bit dodgy.
Yeah.
And then he said, oh, by the way, he's only 7 weeks, and we were just like, I just want to get this kitten home.
Yeah.
I was so just it was not right.
But he hasn't. I don't think he's come from a good place.
Yeah.
The girls have told me that Samson hasn't been wormed or vaccinated. Now, that mightn't seem like a big deal, but just look at Samson right now. Because those shots weren't given at all, he's now fighting for his life.
He's running a fever as well. Yeah, so it is actually high. What I would like to do, I want to take him out the back and actually get a little blood sample from him. My suspicion is that he's anemic. Samson.
If they hadn't brought Samson in when they did, then I've got no doubt he would have been dead by tomorrow morning. Even now, I'm not even sure we can save him.
state he's in, he's got very low blood pressure, so the veins pretty much disappear as you put the needle near them.
Chris is taking a blood sample from Samson to find out what's making the kitten so dangerously ill.
Now, about 1 mil is what I'm after here, and we've got that there. I'm sorry, Samson. Sorry about that, buddy. So these little tubes store the blood, and then we spin them down, and it separates the blood cells from the liquid part of the blood, and it gives us a very good idea about whether he's anemic or not. Yeah, it's not good. For a kitten, the normal level is between 30 and 45. Samson, though, comes in at 21, so he's significantly anemic. It's pretty shocking to think that in this day and age, people can sell a kitten that's young, that hasn't been vaccinated, that hasn't been wormed, and is underweight. I mean, it's grossly irresponsible, and unfortunately, Samson's paying the price for it right now. Let's see.
The tests confirm Samson is infested with worms, and much worse, lethal blood parasites. The parasites are killing off his red blood cells and causing the kitten's life-threatening anemia.
Untreated, they'll kill him.
We feel really bad because we feel like we've done the wrong thing by him. I'm really worried that he's not going to pull through.
Reverse. I don't know how good she'll be.
With the poisonous plant identified, Lisa's giving Chino an enema to eliminate the toxin from her system.
That's a girl. As long as the seeds are inside her digestive tract, they're still toxic. So it doesn't matter if they're in the stomach or they're in the colon. We need to get them out. All right, darling. I know. That's a girl, that's a girl. Okay. You right, Steph? Good girl. Oh, there are a lot of seeds here.
Oh, what a good girl.
I have never seen that many seeds come out of an enema. I mean, they were just shooting across the room and all over me. Colonic irrigation. I have some colonics. People pay a lot of money for this, but Chino's getting it as part of her package. Oh, look, there's some bigger seeds
Oh,
there.
wonderful.
Good girl, you'll feel better, darling. I know you can't understand that. Are you enjoying this? We have a spectator here.
Okay, so we've run a few tests and got some results. His issues aren't small. I guess that's the first thing. He's quite severely anemic, so his red blood cell count is at 21 when it should be between 30 and 45. So it is quite low.
Tiny Samson is fighting for his life after being ravaged by potentially fatal blood parasites.
I'm a bit shocked, to be honest. We just thought he was a little bit sick. I didn't realise it was so intense, and I'm so glad we brought him in.
Yeah.
We've only had him for a week and we're already madly in love with him. He's a part of our family, and I couldn't imagine life without him. None of us could.
Oh, I think he knows.
The most important thing to do for Samson right now is to replace what those worms, what those fleas, what those parasites are taking away, which are his nutrients. So we're going to give him some fluids, actually under his skin rather than intravenously.
It's a good amount, isn't it?
Yeah. We're going to treat him for his fleas. And we're going to use a spray that's going to kill the fleas straight away. You like that? You don't mind this bit, do you? This is a high energy nutrient supplement. It also has some iron in there as well. Do you have a look at that? Yeah? Oh, you're coming around to it, aren't you? Oh, you like that? You can have the finger as well?
With a little help from the Nutrigel, Samson swallows the tablets that will eradicate the worms and blood parasites.
It's the chunky stuff, isn't it? Yeah, tastes a bit different to the last one you had, isn't it? Got him a beauty. Now that I've treated Samson, I've essentially done everything I can. He now needs to rest. He needs to build up those energy reserves so that he has a chance to see it right through to tomorrow. We'll see you in the morning, okay?
It won't be much longer, Chino. Okay, good girl, good girl, good girl.
Chino has just endured an enema to try to get rid of the poison in her system after eating a toxic plant.
All right. I don't know how much she's going to like this.
Now the Labrador is being force-fed one last treatment.
Oh, it's yucky. The charcoal binds to any toxin that is still in her gut, so it's going to prevent anything that's floating around there from being absorbed.
Oh, good girl.
Now it's just a matter of time, and we just have to let her body eliminate the toxin. I know it's not nice, darling.
So we're going to head down to Bondi Surf Club here and grab our solution to all of Splodge's problems.
Chris has come up with a left field solution to stop Splodge, the incredible escape artist. The tiny dog has already been run over once, and his owners are worried next time Splodge won't be so lucky.
What's this all about?
I'll explain it all later. Is it in here?
It's in here, I'll give you a hand.
Righto. Heavy, isn't it? I'd be pretty confident this has never, ever been used in veterinary science before. The solution comes in two parts. First of all, safety is our priority, so we're going to barricade his escape route. Secondly, it's my favourite. Special dogs get special things. And this is the solution to your problem.
You're joking, aren't you?
See, in the animal world, being high up implies dominance. That's why chihuahuas love being in those handbags. There's a saying in the dog world that a happy dog is a dog with a view. If you can imagine being Splodge, down here, you've got high walls around you, a slice of sky up the top. Every single time a plane flew over, he howled at the sky. In his mind, those people, those machines could be conspiring against him. So he wants to know what's going on. He doesn't have separation anxiety, he's got scenery anxiety. He's frustrated because he can't see the world, so he goes out into the world to discover it for himself. This will work. Come on. Or it should.
Come on. Off you come.
There you go.
Looks pretty comfortable up there.
Is that a smile, Splodge? It's amazing, isn't it?
Oh, look at it. This is nothing like what I expected. I expected something that was, you know, containing, barricades, stopping him getting out, closing him in. This is liberating him. Thank you very much, Chris.
My
That's
pleasure, mate.
awesome.
No worries at all.
Hey, Chino, it's home time. It's there.
24 hours after surviving a terrible scare, the poison is finally out of Chino's system.
Believe it or not, she's usually a bit more energetic even than that.
She had thousands of these seeds.
Before Chino goes home, Lisa wants to be certain Andrew knows the danger plant to look out for.
Thanks, Lisa.
No worries.
Thanks very much. You want to say thank
Bye-bye.
you to Lisa?
It's a very happy ending for Chino, and Andrew's over the moon, but there's a lesson there. People need to know that if they've got a dog and they've got Brunfelsia growing, they need to rip it out.
Samson. You can have all the expensive blood tests and ultrasounds and x-rays you like, but ultimately, this is the best test of all.
It's been a slow rehabilitation, but finally Samson's red blood cell count is back up, and so is his energy.
We spent all yesterday doing up the house, put out all these flea bombs and everything else is spotless ready for him. And we've actually figured out he's spent nearly as much time at the vets than he has with us. So we're just hoping that he remembers that we love him.
I don't know, have you met my cat? This is Samson. He's, do you know them, Samson?
gonna cry now.
Come on, you take him back.
We can't thank Chris enough. Like, I'm actually completely in awe of what he's done.
Okay, time to begin the rest of your lives together.
Thank you so much.
It's okay. No worries.
Are you getting a little emotional then?
Of course not. I'm a hardened professional.
To bring a little kitten back from where he was is just amazing.
See you, little buddy. You take care, all right?
So whatever he's done to him, we do. We thank him so much.
Thanks. She's not actually from Bondi. She's from out of Burke. I am a doctor and I do at a health clinic out there every couple of weeks.
GP Catherine Hutt has arrived at the Bondi clinic with a very unusual patient.
I heard about this premature lamb that was going to get tapped on the head. I know, and apparently she was just very small and had been born in the stockyards and wasn't likely to live. So of course, once I'd heard about her, my very tolerant team stopped off on our way home from the clinic and picked her up, and here she is. Don't know how many flying sheep there are, but she actually did very well.
But after 2 weeks in the city, Amelia is struggling.
Poodle cross, is it?
Really nice try.
Hello, you're cute, aren't you? Where do you pick up the lamb nappies? I've never actually seen the nappies with a hole in the back for the tail.
Well, they're custom made, aren't they? We custom make them every morning.
Aisle 3 at your local supermarket?
That's right.
And the diarrhoea she's had, you don't really want to see this. The technical name for that is scouring. Scours is essentially another word for severe diarrhoea, but it's diarrhoea with a nasty effect. It dehydrates them, it takes away their electrolytes, and it means they're not absorbing energy. And scours, it's probably the #1 cause of mortality, of death in young lambs and in calves.
All right, well, we need to fix it.
Yeah, we do.
Ooh, she's ugly. Abscess here, just beside the bottom.
Feel better after, Amelia, okay? It's just to help you.
Now, just like a human baby, the smaller they are, the more fragile they are. She's been born premature and then missed out on her mum's milk. All those important antibodies have just bypassed her. She's never had them. So she's very alone in this world. I'm going to give her a chalky liquid,
okay,
just to try and calm down her gut and settle it so she's not producing all that diarrhoea. Oh.
No, not loving it.
Chris gives Amelia a vaccination and antibiotics, but he's worried it's only a temporary solution.
Good girl.
Samples will be sent to the lab to try and pinpoint what bacteria is causing Amelia's serious infections.
As a doctor, Catherine's done a pretty good job getting Amelia to this point, getting through those tough first few days. But then when you see just how severe those scours are and how severe those abscesses are, you can see that she does need help. They both need help.
Well, being a doctor, you do see some incredibly tough things, but and you'd think you'd be a bit immune to it and it wouldn't get to you, but she's just got to me. I just love her, and she's just the most special little thing. So I am a bit worried now.
Any other cats at home?
One female.
And you recently lost his litter mate, was that?
Yeah.
Coco, a rescue cat, has just been admitted to the Bondi Referral Hospital SASH.
Hey Coco, take a look at you.
Deirdre saved him from death row at a shelter 6 months ago.
I take him for walks on the lead and everybody stops and wants to pat him, and he's always making friends with kids. Yeah, they love him.
Lisa suspects anemia and takes a sample to check Coco's red blood cell count.
Oh, the blood looks very watery.
I'm just really worried that it's going to end up badly. Yes.
For Deirdre, this situation is made so much worse because one of her other cats died suddenly only a few months ago.
Don't think I could handle another one dying on me.
Oh dear. It's 8%. 8% is extremely low. I mean, I would expect it in a cat to be in the 30s, and he's got a red count of 8%. So that is not sustainable with life. He needs to have a transfusion tonight.
Until I know that everything's going to be all right, yeah, and it's nothing underlying, I'll worry.
Do not heat, use the pipette. 3 drops of sample into a new tube.
Coco is suffering from severe anemia, but Lisa has decided to carry out more tests.
Before I give Coco a blood transfusion, I need to rule out 2 other possible culprits. And one of them is feline AIDS, and the other one is feline leukemia virus, which is quite rare. Now, both of these diseases can be fatal, so for Deidre's sake, I really hope the results come back negative. So it's a 10-minute wait now. It's going to feel like a lifetime. I'm pretty worried. It's positive. So beautiful Coco has cat leukemia, and I almost can't believe it. It is so rare and there is no treatment.
Sadly, Coco's owner Deirdre was never told there is a vaccination available for cat leukemia. The irony is that Coco still looks so well.
I've got good news for you, beautiful boy, with your beautiful blue eyes. Coco's a 1.5 years old. He's a baby. Deidre's just lost her other cat 6 months ago from perhaps the same thing. It just breaks my heart. It always happens to the special ones. Deidre, I've got some news for you that's not so good. It's an extremely rare disease in Australia, and unfortunately Coco's positive to that. Okay, all right, well, I'll talk to you tomorrow then. Okay, take care, bye. She said to me, I can't believe I've got the prospect of losing 3 cats in 7 months. Her other cat at home is not vaccinated for this, and it's pretty highly contagious. So she's going to bring her in tomorrow for us to do a test on her, and we'll see. She's just in shock. Good boy. What? You're like a puppy dog.
Amelia's test results are back, and her infection's been caused by a bacteria called Pseudomonas. Now, they only get this infection when their immune system's given up the fight, and that's because she never got her mother's milk. She never got those antibodies that were going to protect her for the rest of her life. The fact is, if we don't boost up her immune system, then a nastier bug, a deadly bug, is going to come along and take her out. Sure, we can give her antibiotics now to fix this problem, but long term, we need a permanent solution. And I reckon I've got an idea.
Chris is now on the road to the Golden Ridge Animal Farm to carry out his plan.
We're going to find an adult sheep and actually take some blood from her and take all those antibodies with it and transfer those antibodies from the blood into little Amelia.
It works in foals, it works in calves, and I'll bet you it'll work in lambs as well.
Now, where are our sheep?
They're up this way, so we'll go for a walk up here and we'll have a look.
Elisa, who looks after the mixed bunch of residents here, is hoping to find Chris a suitable blood donor.
So I guess we need sort of an older one.
Yeah.
Preferably a mother that might even have some antibodies of her own.
Yeah, I've got a couple there with lambs at the moment, so
Great.
we should be able to find one.
Perfect. You all want to help, do you?
She's got lambs at the moment.
Yeah, great. This is very kind of you, you know that? She's very good.
Yeah.
This might just look like
some sheep's blood, but it means so much more to Amelia. It's full of antibodies, which are going to go into Amelia's system and essentially give her a future. And thank you. Oh, Mum. It's hard on you, isn't it? What's her name?
Barbie.
Barbie. Good old Barbie stepped up, did her bit, and she's the hero. She'll make all the difference. I've got Barbie's blood safely stored in the back in an esky, but it looks like we've got to make a bit of a detour. The Australian Reptile Parks is called. They've got a critically ill animal. It sounds like it needs urgent attention.
Hi Chris, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Tim will be happy to see you. Come straight through.
He's got a platypus.
He does. It was found this morning. It's unbelievable.
Really?
Hi, mate.
Tim, how are you, buddy?
Yeah, good, thank you.
You never cease to surprise me.
No, check this out.
The malnourished platypus was found wandering lost on a suburban road.
He's lucky they didn't run him over thinking he was a rat, you know, good people. We get some lovely people that bring all sorts of animals in, so this guy's benefited from it.
Have you got a name for him?
Oh, look, well, between a few of us, we wanted to call him Aussie because he's a little battler at the moment. My guess is that he's a young male, he's been kicked out by a territorial male, and he's just trudged through the bush. He's picked up all these ticks, and he turns up in suburbia. There's 20, 30 right there.
My worry is that he's got 40 or so ticks in that container. He's probably got another at least 40 on him there.
Yeah.
If each of those has, say, half a mil of blood, even a quarter of a mil, that's 10 mils of blood.
Yeah.
He's got to be severely anemic as it is. Underweight, dehydrated, he's got a lot of things going against him. What I might do, just to, I guess, as a bit of insurance against him going into shock himself and not really handling this whole experience, actually give him some fluids now. That should help his blood pressure straight away. Has he tried to use his spurs yet?
No, I mean, I don't know. They're still there.
Yeah.
And they're quite large still for a young plat, but...
Jeez, they are decent, aren't they? As the minutes tick by, he's becoming more and more stressed by the whole situation, so we've got to get the ticks off quickly, but pay a lot of attention to that spur.
I and most of the guys here would rather cop a whack from a King Brown than one of these, you know. The pain is just said to be unbelievable.
Yeah. It's amazing. Everyone just assumes they're just so cute and cuddly.
Yeah.
And they're cute, but they've got a pretty nasty little surprise waiting for you, don't they?
Chris continues the painstaking job of removing all the ticks from Aussie.
It's only when you really part the fur you realise just how many there are. It's like having open wounds all over his body. The fact is, he can quite easily die from these ticks because each one of them is taking just a little bit of blood, and that could be enough to kill him.
Don't get out, there's a big puppy dog around there. See? She's not as forthcoming as Coco.
Deirdre has brought in Coco's sister. She's desperately hoping Shantel has been lucky and not caught the deadly leukemia virus from her brother.
I'm not gonna, get really, really worried until I find out there's something wrong with her. That'll be it. I don't think I'll be able to have more pets. Yeah, I think that'll be it. That'll do it. I like your children.
Oh, hello, baby.
I'm going to take Shantel out the back and get some blood from her. Good girl, Shantel. I think there's quite a high chance that Shantel's going to be positive for feline leukemia virus just because she's in such close contact with Coco, who's got the disease. There's still a chance that she hasn't, so that's what I'm hoping for. Should be enough.
In 10 minutes, Deirdre will know Shantel's future.
We wait.
Oh, jeez. It's important to realise that these aren't paralysis ticks. There is more than one type of tick, and these are actually called bush ticks. So what they do is they just suck blood. On a small animal, finding 1 or 2 ticks is a concern. Finding 100 is extraordinary and extraordinarily worrying too.
After a thorough examination of Aussie, Chris is satisfied he's removed all the ticks from the orphaned platypus. A preventative spray should now stop any other ticks ravaging his fragile system.
Listen to that. They don't very often make a noise.
No. That's almost the emergency beacon for them. They make that sound when they're really stressed. His natural environment is water. He's going to eat when he's in water, so the sooner we can get him there and get him relaxing, the better.
All right, now he doesn't look real good there, so I want to get him in nice and quick. Good. I'm just going to ease him down a bit. Off you go, mate. Let him see where he is. We'll just keep him isolated for the moment, you know, give him his own little tank and let him try and recuperate until he gets healthy. Looks good.
He's hungry, isn't he?
Yeah, actually eating mealworms. Look at that.
A little sonar of his is still working then.
Look, there we go, another one. That's a good food response. I mean, that's immediate. It's not over by a long way. You know, for him to be like that in my hands, then touch the water, it doesn't mean we're in the clear, you know. That's sort of his last-ditched attempt to get some nutrition in, you know, but we've got a long way to go. Yeah, a lot of it's up to him. All we can provide is food, shelter, water. You know, we can put all the elements there. He's got to have a good will to live.
I just hate waiting for this. Another minute to go. So far it is negative, so it's just great. It's negative. I am just so happy and relieved. I mean, I was trying to stay positive, but the odds of Shantel getting feline leukemia as well were so high. And now finally I can give Deirdre some good news. I'm so excited. I'm just going to go tell her right now.
You're smiling.
I'm smiling.
That's good.
It's negative.
Very good.
So, it's good.
That's good news. So now what do we do with Coco?
Coco is still infectious, so if Deirdre wants to take him home, he will have to be quarantined away from Shantel.
I don't know what the right thing for you to do is, whether you should take him home or whether you should leave him here. Medically, it's safer for him to be here, but emotionally, it's better for him to be at home.
Yeah, even like if it's only for a couple of days. Yeah.
Okay.
Spend a few days with him.
I think that's lovely.
Yeah. It's just going to be hard keeping them separate. Yeah.
But I guess it's something you've got to do if you want to have Shantel around.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right. Sweetie, you just enjoy him and call me if you have any problems at all.
Oh, I will.
Okay. Thank you. I don't think this was a tough decision for Deirdre. I think she knew straight away that all she wanted was to have Coco home.
Oh,
bye, gorgeous boy. Even if it's only for a limited time.
I'll take him home and give him cuddles and love him.
So now Barbie's blood's actually settled. You can see what I'm after. It's this clear golden fluid that's sitting on the top. That is full of proteins and full of antibodies. It's called plasma, and that's what needs to go from here into little Amelia.
Catherine rescued the orphaned Amelia from outback New South Wales, but the tiny lamb is now under siege from life-threatening infections.
Doesn't sound like Amelia. Oh, hello, Amelia, you've grown.
Hi, Chris, how are you? Come in.
Good to see you. Hey, Amelia. Okay, we are in. I'll give this over the course of about 5 or 10 minutes, just to minimise any risk of this really protein-rich, antibody-rich fluid overwhelming her system and really sending her into a bit of a shock state.
Well, I think it's a pretty amazing idea. If it works, fantastic. Anything that's going to help her. She's not quite 3 weeks old yet, so there's still a way to go before I'm confident that she's going to be all right on her own.
Amelia, we're done.
So how are we going to know if it works?
It's almost a case of no news is good news. I mean, if she doesn't get any infections, then you know it's working.
And here he is, our little Aussie battler. He's beaten all the odds. He had 80 blood-sucking ticks on him. He was on the road and avoided getting hit by a car. He walked all that way through the bush, and I tell you, if this bloke was human, he'd be selling his story to a magazine.
Ozzy, the great survivor, has made a full recovery and is adapting well to his new home at the Australian Reptile Park.
Now, as for his future, in captivity he's going to become very dependent upon us. So he might finish his days in a breeding program as an ambassador for his species.
Girl in a hurry, aren't you?
With the transfusion administered, Catherine's now trying to negotiate as much time as she can with Amelia.
The plan now is to continue feeding her the milk, but her focus really has to shift from milk to grass at some stage.
Now, you're supposed to be eating grass. I think she prefers carpet.
I think we're probably looking at about 6 weeks from now that we can start to think about moving her away onto a farm.
I don't know who's going to be worse off, her or me, because I don't know how I'm going to cope.
Catherine might say 6 years, but 6 weeks is probably going to be about right.
I think we can stretch that a little. To grass.